taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You talk about this Rams defense.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Richardson off the play fake.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
They'll send Watson in motion right.
On second down, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
Finding space at the 40.
And finally down at the 41-yard line. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 15. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And the Rams at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
You look at this Colt defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
He finds his man complete. It's Chambers. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Richardson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And Bennett will look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Chambers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Going right back to Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw, Bennett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken at the 26. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. We'll get a break here for an injury. Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go now.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Richardson looking to throw this. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Bennett now to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A give up the middle to Akers. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Bennett. Well, back foot throw there is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Bennett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Ethan Evans on now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken around the 12. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And complete once again to Watson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This is taken at about the 14. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. On 1st and 10, Bennett. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Bennett now. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Bennett. Pass complete there to Nakua. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Bennett looking to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 44-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll go again here with Akers. Taking it right down Broadway. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they'll look to throw with Bennett. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Boyd. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Richardson to the air on first down. He's got Green. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Richardson's throw caught by Pierce. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Richardson. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Green brings it in. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Green. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Schwartz from 4 yards out. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Bennett now off play action.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dio Odengbo.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
A give running right is Akers. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
And Bennett will look to throw.
He finds his man complete. It's Chambers. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw here. Bennett.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Bennett now to throw.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And he's brought down.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
And caught right side, Green. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Now Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd down. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Richardson to throw it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Gay's kick is good, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will take a knee here. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, they had their way with them. Them back on their heels and surprise the heck out of them.
So for Los Angeles, it'll be a 500 start as